Hello YouTube and welcome to RSM, the home of Skyrim mods and more. Hello and welcome to a new video. Today we are looking at the Vampire Lord's Strength mod. So this mod is a buff to the Vampire Lord itself, so it won't affect anything else apart from the Vampire Lord transformation. So for the first part of the video you're just going to see the vanilla part of the Vampire Lord for comparison reasons, so that you can see what actually gets affected. So we'll jump straight into the video. You'll see basically the start of the quest, the end of the quest, and a little demo of when you're the Vampire Lord, what is in there. We'll see it on the other side. So this part of the video is going to cover the Vampire Lord vanilla transformation. So you'll see me walk through the existing vanilla abilities and we'll go from there, okay? So you got your initial attack, which takes the human nerd down to almost dead on a charged attack. Let's go on the ground and see the kill. Yeah. And it takes a lot of stamina there. Let's go back up to the use magic.
Your powers will grow in strength, and you will find new ways to use your gifts.
Okay, so it's back from the dead, and as you can see, physical takes slight chunks, but not like what you'd expect from Vampire Lords. Okay, so these are the base stats. So for the entire run, this has just been using a vanilla node race, so there's no buffs or anything on the race or anything like that, just vanilla. So these stats are your vanilla stats. So 140 magic, 115 health and 100 stamina, which is not very high when you're talking Vampire Lord. Yeah, I know you can buff them by using some of this, but it's not going to take you to the level of what you'd expect a Vampire Lord to be. I mean, the name Lord kind of signifies power. So next we'll go on to the mod version to show you exactly what will happen then. Bear in mind, it's going to be a lot more overpowered, so enjoy that part. See you then. Okay, so this is going to be the modded version. So same as before, I'm just using a vanilla node character, no buffs or anything like that. I'll show you to prove it. So in the powers, we got the new stuff that we just got from having our neck bitten, but there's no added extras other than those vampire ones, and the only effects are the stuff you get from it. So there's no like super effects. So vampire form, and let's see what we got.
And I will teach you more.
So
in this form, you can drain the life from your foes with your right hand. With your left hand, you can wield the power of blood magic to raise the dead. You can also call upon the powers of night to turn into a swarm of bats and reappear some distance away. Should you run out of magicka, you can descend to the ground and fight as the beasts do. Do so now, and we will continue.
okay, so as he said all that, let's have a look and see what we've got. Obviously this is a bit of a difference to the vanilla, Whereas the middle, we only had about, what, 140 magicka. Now we've got 3,000. Same for the health and the stamina. Basically, everything's been buffed. So, the health, magic, and stamina, you get a 3,000 straight off. Carry weight has been buffed up as well, so that shouldn't be a problem. And the regens for all three of these is also buffed. You're also getting an increased strength. The only downside is I can't show you it because it doesn't let you see the powers, but your unarmed is way stronger. So, magic, yeah, that did pretty much the same. If not, it's going to be more. So let's bring that one back.
Good. You are weaker while on the ground because
now,
you cannot access.
If you remember from the demo video, the melee did chunks of damage, but not like one-hit KOs or anything like that. This is the modded version. A one-hit KO. This basically means you're a proper vampire lord now. I made it so that
there is much to learn.
I basically made it so that yes, you're overpowered, but it's fitting for the vampire lord, and this only happens when you're in the vampire lord form. I'll show you what I mean.
Master the powers of the vampire lord. Enemies will be able to stand against you. There is one last thing you must know. Slaying mortal men with your life drain grants you new night powers and blood magic. I keep a stable of thralls in the castle should you need to feed like the baser vampires to stave off the sun. That is all I have to teach you. If you wish to be reminded of these lessons, you need only ask. I have a task. Good. Go and speak to Garen Marethi. Tell him it is time.
I hate that it locks you from doing this. So, back to normal. And everything is the same as it was previously. Okay. This is going to annoy me, but your stats are basic. So all that buff doesn't show up when you're in your normal form. So, to summarise, have fun with this, because it literally means you're a proper vampire lord. There might be some updates now and then, just to tweak things, but I think the relative strength should be pretty much as is. I might tone it down as a test against more opponents, but at the end of the day, this is the vampire lord form, so this is supposed to be as overpowered as you can. So I'm not gonna really lower the difficulty, the damage output too much. The one thing I'm not too sure on is the carry capacity, so that might get increased a hell of a lot. In fact, I might actually just do that anyway, so there will be an update to this coming soon just for that. Currently it's like 1000%, but I've got a feeling that's going to be a little too low, so I might increase that by about 10 times 10 or times 20. That way, if you're running a character with a massive amount of carry capacity already and a lot of inventory, you're not going to be hindered when you do the transformation, because that does affect it. So basically I want to make sure you've got as much carry capacity as you possibly can, to make sure that if you do have a massive inventory that you carry with you all the time, you're not going to be struggling and stuck with that bloody annoying pop-up saying you're over encumbered kind of thing. So that shouldn't appear. The regens and health amounts, they'll stay the same. I think a 3000 is pretty good, plus you got about 1000% regen as well, so anything that can hurt you is going to be very rare, especially in this form. I am not, however, going to do anything to do with negating any sun damage. I figure you got to have some sort of weakness, so there's no resistance buffs at all, apart from the one that you get, the poison resistance that you get from the vanilla version. So there's nothing increased in that regard, and I'm not intending to. Got to give you some challenge somewhere, and that'll be it. Especially considering anything like that, it's for the rest of the buffs, you're not going to see much challenge otherwise. So at least this way you do get some challenge out of this mod. Okay, so there it is. Hope you all enjoy, and like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. It really does help. New mods will be coming soon, and look forward to them, and I'll see you soon. Bye.